there be a rematch in your fight clause or not?
Rematch clause for when I destroy Devin Haney? No chance.
Yes. Okay.
What's a rematch clause needed for his belt, his toy? That's definitely not needed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about all that stuff. I'm focused on getting rid of this guy, getting rid of this kid, and after that, move on to the next.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, what you just heard was undefeated, newly crowned, unified lightweight world champion, Australian star boxer, George Kambosos Jr., 20 wins, no losses, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 69-inch arm reach. Discussing whether he will have a rematch clause with undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin "The Dream" Haney, who is 27 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout, 23 years of age, 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. He's about 5'9" now with a 72-inch arm reach, okay? With that said, there was a lot of talk that the deal that two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasyl Lomachenko took was a two-way rematch clause in favor of George Kambosos Jr. That's why they wanted to opt to go the route of fighting Vasyl Lomachenko, okay? Well, George Kambosos clarifies that. He states that he put up a poll, and then when he put up a poll, that the poll got more clicks for Lomachenko than it did Devin Haney. Thus the reason why he went the route to fight Lomachenko, okay? With that said, there was a reports that Lomachenko was going to take a two-way rematch clause. If George Kambosos lose, Lomachenko will have to rematch George Kambosos Jr. in Australia. So the first fight will be in Australia and the second fight will be in Australia, okay? Well, now George Kambosos Jr., he's stating that he doesn't want a rematch clause. He just wants a one-fight deal with Devin Haney, okay? He's not interested in having a rematch clause. He's not interested in having two fights with Devin Haney. He stated that he simply wants to get it over with, okay? And he wants to have one fight. He wants to do away with Devin Haney, and he wants to move on. And he stated that hopefully Vasyl Lomachenko is ready to face off against each other. This fight is scheduled to take place June 4th in the States, June 5th in Australia. So he stated that hopefully by the fall, Lomachenko would be ready to have a fight with him. And he stated, he reiterated, two official champions can fight then. Well, Lomachenko doesn't have a belt, so I don't understand why he's saying two official champions will fight then, because Lomachenko does not have a belt, okay? You beat the man who beat him, okay, for the belt. So he doesn't have a belt. Devin Haney has an official belt, and you're not undisputed. So George Kambosos Jr. is now creating merchandise saying that he's undisputed, okay? Well, this is an undisputed fight between himself and Devin Haney. But again, it seemed like that was part of the big hurdle that was going to prevent the fight from coming to fruition, because Devin Haney, was he going to be willing to take a rematch clause where he had to fight George Kambosos Jr. again in Australia should he be victorious? Well, now things have just gotten clarified and it got more interesting. And I'm going to explain to you why it got even more interesting, okay? Because now the WBA, World Boxing Association's president Gilberto Mendoza, has ordered the undefeated three-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, okay, who is 26 wins, no losses, no draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. They have ordered him, who he's the WBA regular champion, to face the winner, okay, immediately. So now, if there's not a rematch clause, that means he comes into play immediately, okay, because he have to fight the winner. They have to negotiate, or he'll be stripped of his WBA regular title. So what was the roadblock to me was that if they had a rematch clause, then Gervonta Tank Davis would be okay and able to, keep his belt and fight whomever, because they have to handle business first. Well, now George Kambosos Jr. has clarified there is no rematch clause. So that means that the winner of this fight is going to be ordered to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, and Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be ordered to fight the winner of this fight. So it got even more interesting, okay? And so with that said, Also, George Kambosos Jr. has now given Devin Haney 24 hours, okay? He stated that he had 3 days from the offer, which was 2 days ago, okay? So he has about a day and a half. He's given Devin Haney to sign the contract because he said he was willing to take the same deal that Vasyl Lomachenko was willing to take. We know father, trainer, manager, and CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, and Devin Haney, Bill Haney, he stated that they have to see the contract that comes from Lomachenko and they are willing to sign it, okay? But they need to see what's in the contract for Vasyl Lomachenko. They can't sign a contract on the faith of them telling them this is what Lomachenko signed, okay? They want to see the actual contract that was had Lomachenko's signature on it, okay, that he agreed to, and then they would agree to the same terms that Vasyl Lomachenko agreed to. So he just wants to see the contract with the signature, the John Hancock of Vasyl Lomachenko on said contract, and then they would agree to those same terms. They can't agree on a limb of them telling him this is what Lomachenko accepted with them not even seeing what Lomachenko. How would Bill Haney and Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn, Matthew CEO and promoter, co-promoter with DHP, how would they know what Vasyl Lomachenko actually signed if they never saw what Vasyl Lomachenko actually signed? Okay, so they want to see the contract that Lomachenko signed with Lomachenko's signature on the contract, on said contract, okay? And they're willing to agree to the same terms that Lomachenko agreed to. So this makes it even more interesting. Once again, you have another guy, okay, just like Vasyl Lomachenko. He stated this, he uttered the same sentiments when it came to him and Teofimo Lopez. He didn't need a rematch clause, okay? Then when he lost, okay, Vasyl Lomachenko was telling the world that he wanted an immediate rematch with Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez was saying, why do you need a rematch? You said you didn't need a rematch clause, okay? We know top rank CEO, legendary promoter Bob Arum, he doesn't even believe in rematch clauses. Bob Arum has made that abundantly clear. He said if two guys want to fight each other again, they would agree to fight each other again, point blank and period. He never saw the reason to have a rematch clause, okay? So once again, let's see if George Kambosos Jr. is a man of his word, okay? He said he put up a poll. Now, initially, he stated that Devin Haney was the most exciting lightweight in that stretch of the lightweights fighting on display in a 4-week stretch, right? He fought Teofimo November 27th. Devin Haney fought Joseph Jojo Diaz December 4th. Tank Davis fought Isaac Pitbull Cruz December 5th. Then Lomachenko fought Richard Comey a week later, December 11th, okay? And so with that said, he initially stated that Devin Haney was the most exciting fighter of the weekend. Now he's saying he put up a poll, and the poll said that Lomachenko was the most exciting fighter of the stretch of the lightweights, not including himself, and that the fans petitioned to see him fight Lomachenko. So he was being a man of his word, and that's why he was going the route of fighting Lomachenko. Now he's saying it was between Lomachenko and Devin Haney. So Lomachenko's not available, obviously. So he's going the next best route, which is Devin Haney. And he wants to go through all the four kings. Stated that, initially the four kings was Teofimo, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay, so he said that he wants to knock down all the four kings one by one. He did Teofimo Lopez. He said he was the best. Now he wants to beat Devin Haney. Then he wants to go after Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia, so on and so forth. Okay, but what's interesting is now he's saying he just wants a 1-fight deal. He don't want to have a 2-fight deal. He don't need to have a rematch clause with Devin Haney. He said this is an easy fight. Okay, you heard what he said. Let's listen again.
When you I hope Lomachenko at that stage is everything is okay, and we can get that fight done by the end of the year, because I have a lot of respect for him, and
So you see, he said he wanted to fight Lomachenko by the end of the year. Okay, so he said that he wants to have a 1-way fight. No rematch clause, just to be able to fight Lomachenko before the year's up.
That's in the gym, in the ring, and keep proving who we are.
If you beat Devin Haney, or whatever happens,
for his belt, his toy, that's definitely not needed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about all that stuff. I'm focused on.
So you heard what he said.
No chance.
Yes. Okay.
What's a rematch clause needed for his belt, his toy? That's.
So you heard what he said. No chance. A rematch clause is not needed for his belt, his toy. I just want to beat him. I want to get it over with, and I want to look to fight Lomachenko, by the end of the year, hopefully everything works out and clarifies itself with that, and that's what I'm looking to do. So you heard it. He says that there's no rematch clause. He don't want a rematch clause. He just wants to fight Devin Haney, 1-fight deal in Australia. Then he wants to move on from Devin Haney, and he wants to look to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Let's see if he's a man of his word or if a rematch clause comes into play. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shady videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.